Ich nehme auch das Video wieder auf. Ja, so, wir kommen zurück zu. Wer schreibt mir? Paranormasight, The Seven Mysteries of Honjo. Ja. Jetzt wollte ich nachschauen, weil jetzt kommt das nervigste Ending. Bin ich dazu schon hingegangen? Nö, ich habe noch nicht runtergescrollt. Ja, okay, ich war auch ein bisschen. War ja auf Toilette. Ja. Ja, das ist der. How to unlock cleansing. You need to play through Shogo Okies. In Shogo Okiie hoch. Chapter Kinshibori Park Part 3. Aber welches? Okay, wir wissen nicht, wo genau, in welchen wir gehen. Wir gucken mal. That can be done when speaking to Takumi. So you are replaying. You can choose the start from talking to Takumi option to resume. Resume. Start from talking to Takumi. Pan the screen to the right of Takumi, but do not turn around to look at Yoko, or you will be killed. You will spot the beckoning light, curse echo, interact with it. Pan the left back to Takumi, then... Ah, da ist was! Ah! Interact with it, was? Back to... Interact with it. Pan, curse echo, interact with it? Huh? The hell is that? It looks like a light floating in midair. So, und dann pan left back to Takumi, then pan right again to see the curse echoes has moved closer. Okay. Oh, ja. Interact with it again and select touch it. Whoa, it's coming closer. Is this another one of the 7 mysteries? It's look like the Willow's Wisp, maybe? Was there anything like that in the 7 mysteries? Touch it! So, jetzt gucken wir mal. When prompt, this will unlock the cleansing chapter in the story chart. Und dann müssen wir irgendwas ihm wieder beantworten gleich. Okay, okay. Am I supposed to touch it? Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, da kommt unlocked another conclusion. Okay, da steht jetzt nichts, was ich da... Click on the cleaning chapter. Okay. And as there is a chance that players can stumble on this ending before viewing the conclusion ending. Oh, Kacke. The story will test your knowledge. Oh, ich hätte das vorher machen sollen, wahrscheinlich. Ah, nee, er macht das. Gut. My. Finally, you have arrived at this juncture. I expected no less from you. That would mean that you have managed to bring everything to light. So, there's the possibility that you have wound up here by chance. So, before I take you any further, I must ask you a number of questions about what exactly the soul, body, and mind of Simon Chimicado are. Firstly, which curse echo represents the soul of Simon Chimicado? That is the beckoning light. Yes, that's exactly it. After his defeat at the hands of Ashino in the Honjo incident, Simon wandered about near Hoonji. The form of his curse echo changed over time with the legend he left behind. This is the curse echo which was acquired by Mayu Chosawa. But when called forth by Simon's body and mind, it appeared momentarily before him. Let us continue. Who served as the self of Simon Tsuchimikado, who was his body, his descendant who carried his blood in their veins. Shogo. Correct again. Although Shogo Okiie was born to an ordinary family, the blood of a distant relative ran thick in his veins. In truth, the same is true for Yoko Fukunaga. She was also one who had the blood of a distant relative coursing through her. In her case, it was Ashino. Simon and Ashino fated to meet again all these hundreds of years later. Now, for my final question. Oh God, who is Simon's consciousness? Oh, I see. You believe it to be Trishy? Are you saying you believe it to be yourself? Are you certain? Yes, you are correct. Finally, you have remembered. That's right, you are. Simon's consciousness awoken by the curses and the rite of resurrection. However, having lost your memories, you forgot about the duty assigned to you. This is, if I may say so, where I played my part, guiding you through the events of this story. As your consciousness was all that was left of you, you manipulated time and space by way of the story chart, jumping from vessel to vessel, and manipulated your host's actions by whispering commands into their ears. In doing so, you were able to get the full picture of what needed to be done. But at one point, while still unconscious, you managed to remember your duty. The so-called mastermind behind these events, the one who awakened the rite and the curses, was Yoko Fukunaga, descendant of Ashino herself. You unconsciously activated your curse and killed her. How interesting that she awakened Simon's consciousness at the same time as the curses. That was the one and only time she could have been stopped. But due to your influence on Shogo Okiie's will, Yoko Fukunaga was brought back to life, using the story chart to undo her death. I led you to believe that it was the work of the rite of resurrection itself, but as it turns out, seeing what would transpire if the mastermind was not killed at the outset, it was ultimately revealed the way to put an end to the curses for good. There were certain things which would have answered all your questions had you noticed them. For example, even while under your control, Shogo Okiie willingly used his curse. When I asked you early on how many Shogo Okiie had killed, this is what I meant. Had you not used the curse, Shogo Okiie would have done so of his own accord. Furthermore, Mayu Shosawa was able to recall information which only you knew. She was able to do this because she was connected to you through her curse echo, the beckoning light. Now, allow me to ask you one last question. If you, knowing all that you now know, had the ability to resurrection one life, what would you do? Ah, I'd use it even if I had to sacrifice myself. I'd use it even if I sacrifice someone. I'd use it even if I wouldn't want it. Let someone else have it. I wouldn't want it. I would destroy it. Oh, I see, I see. That was Simon's original intention. I apologize for leaving it out of the options when I first asked you for this question. Now it is time to bring things to a close. Upon your arrival here, the rite of cleansing was activated, dispelling all other rituals and curses. Look upon the fruit of your efforts, and then we shall leave this world behind for good. Thank you truly for all the work you have done. Ah, Shogo Okiie, 1 a.m. Yeah. Ah, that's what happened? I can't believe it. I finally understand. Yeah, I was the one who did that to Yoko. The plot of the Onmyoi that's inside me broke into my consciousness and gave me that curse. Yoko was after the rite of resurrection. She was the one who awakened the curses of the seven mysteries and cast the Feast of Shadows. And the only way to stop all of it was to put a stop to her here. Otherwise, the rite of cleansing might have been negated too. I wonder how much of it was really her doing of all those things. Yoko. I guess that explains why I felt like it was fate when this all started. Though she didn't seem to notice. I guess things were always destined to end like this from the moment we met. I wish we could met under different circumstances. No point in thinking like that now. Good, I need a drink. God, I need a drink, so. I'm thinking a Moscow mule, or 2 or 3. Ah, a Moscow mule. Harushigima, 12 a.m. Ma'am, what is it? Oh, just a dream. It seems that it was all just a dream. I dreamed that there was such a thing as the rite of resurrection. Just a dream. I'm sorry to say it, but there isn't. Right, of course not. But even if there is no such thing, I promise you that I will get to the bottom of the kidnapping. In fact, I've happened to find a very important lead from over a year ago. Something that's evaded our reach until now, an eyewitness from the scene of the kidnapping. I see. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, 1 a.m. Whoa, whoa. What the hell is this? The medical unit told me to get down here. What happened? As I was looking into Yoshimi's death at the former Yasuda Gardens, another body was discovered at a different park in the area. Could they be related? It sure looks like it, but Excuse me, we found this among the victims' belongings. Thought you'd want to know. What's this? What the hell? Boss, look what was in the female victim's address book. Yoshimi's phone number and photo. What? And the picture. There's an X drawn on it, and a bunch of weird symbols, and a hole where his heart will be. No. Do you think, could this be some kind of curse or something? How many times do I have to tell you not to try to connect everything to the occult? Damn it, is this a Nakagoshi case after all? What was that, boss? Don't worry about it. Make sure you put that photo into evidence. There's no doubt this is related to Yoshimi. Make sure you do a thorough sweep of the area. I'm gonna make a phone call. Got it. Leave it to me. Spend as long as you want on the phone. Yako Sakazaki, 1 a.m. Mio, it turns out Michiru really did die in an accident. Yeah, if we ask around, we might be able to get a little more information. I guess there never really was such a thing as the right of resurrection. But I did feel like there was a spirit watching over us. Damn it. Why? Nothing happening. But now my contract won't be... No. I should never have believed in this blessed record of fates. To all of you watching from far, far away. The right of resurrection has never existed, not in any world, not in any time. So I ask you, you take the life you hold, you move boldly forward, one step at a time. Richter, Eva is out. Do you want to question? Hang on, Eri. I want to get enough evidence for a reach around. Let him go for now. That's the kidnapper? Yes, I'm the one who did it. So please help me. She's always following me. I'm so sorry, Michio. I had no idea. What? Hachime was killed, but this Yoko Fukunaga? How can that be? He wasn't that kind of guy who could just be picked off like that, you know that? Yeah, and boss is hiding something. There seems to be kind of secret hidden in Hachime's family tree. Let me see if I can find out what it is. Heard would absent today. Is there something you need? Well, I have the spirit sent thing of all of a sudden. I know it's the sort of thing your Sharon doesn't approve of, so I thought I'd mention it. We couldn't call, didn't think you were the standoffish type you had to find out from Evi. Oops, sorry, I forgot all about my favorite chief inspector. The hell are you planning? Nothing too heinous as you're thinking. I'm only Mukada Shimiya, after all, nothing but a lowly janitor. How are things with you? You're getting along with your daughter? Well, you know, more or less. Oh, this is the best ending, and I think the real ending, because no one's. Ja, was heißt niemand stirbt? Starben, es sind welche gestorben, aber halt, das konnte man ja nicht mehr rückgängig machen und halt, ja, die eine, die halt alles losgetreten hat. Aber. Äh, Also, ich finde das. Ich finde, ja, ich weiß, Assi, dass ich das einfach überspringe. Ende. Kann ich nicht mal auf Storychat zugreifen. Ich möchte noch alle Mockingbirds finden. Hallo? Oh, Gott sei Dank.